Well, that didn't take long. On the heels of a lot of updates in the gig space for both Uber and DoorDash just updating quite a few things already. I was anticipating some new changes in 2025, but the velocity that we're seeing here, this is big. It could be big. You might have this. Is it invite only? How big is this thing going to be? Yes, it is a new earnings type for Dashers. This round trip delivery. Today, you and I are going to go over this. What is it? Who qualifies? How much it pays? Do we have any info as far as markets that qualify? And then ultimately, our favorite question, is it worth it? So this email has been making the rounds in the last 24 to 48 hours here. It said round trip in wonderful contrasting font, DoorDash, deliveries. Can't even read that. It basically says, hey, you're invited. So driver sent this over to me. We're excited to share that we're introducing a new offer type in your area, and we would like to invite you to participate in this program. It is called, yes, round trip deliveries. I got a live poll going on right now in the live chat. Please vote in that poll. Let me know if you've gotten this email. It's an invite to, yes, we'll see at the bottom here, opt in to round trip deliveries. Or if you're just watching the replay, you can type yes, no, or unsure. What is it? Round trip delivery is a new delivery offer type that gives you a new way to earn straight up. And I'm already seeing some Dashers have been getting this, so we'll see here. But surprisingly, I didn't get it. I didn't get it in Pittsburgh. So if you didn't know, a lot of times this stuff is on a beta. It's like a test program. And even Dashers in this case, in the same market, it's not guaranteed that you might have gotten this email versus someone else. So please let us know if you've gotten this email. Here it is. You'll collect cash or check payments from customers at drop-off, but then you'll return the payment back to the store where you picked up the order. Now, this is breaking in the last 24 to 48 hours here. And this is official. DoorDash has, I'm going to show you here in just a second. Please drop a like on this video if you appreciate me bringing it to you first. My name is Mike. If this is the first time you and I are meeting, and I've done this gig work part-time, full-time in different marketplaces since 2015. Consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, thank you. Then we said you'll return the payment back. Okay, the best part, you'll get paid for the entire trip and taken back to the location you started your dash. That's kind of, it's a little misleading. So Lori got it, but another viewer did not get it. And I did not get this. So let's see here. I'm going to show you the official support page in a second. Important. By participating in this program and accepting an offer with a round trip delivery, you agree to complete the entire offer by returning the payments to the pickup location. What does that mean? Round trip of what? And then it's in whites. I mean, we got yellow on gray, we got white on gray. Beautiful color science going on here. It says opt in. So this is the email that was going out. Now, let me show you the brand new support page. And I just saw Dashers commenting about this, yes, within the last day or two on Reddit. This is brand new. So let's see here. DoorDash's official support page says round trip deliveries. And there's an FAQ there. At the top, I'm reading. This guide refers to check or cash payments, round trip deliveries for business drop-offs like auto mechanics. For cash on delivery without round trip, please see here. So help me out. We're talking about if you've gotten this invite email, but I want to know, have you opted in to cash on delivery, the standard non-routed cash on delivery? Type yes or no in the live chat or down below, yes or no. I take cash on delivery. Now, don't get confused. This is cash on delivery. This is what we initially have had for, well, I don't even know, a couple of years now, maybe 3 years, who knows? Cash on delivery is different. That is where it says you can now earn cash on DoorDash deliveries, put money in your pocket instantly, literally, and opt in or opt out at any time. So I have this in Pittsburgh. I have cash on delivery. It's been on my profile for a good amount of time now. And I'll be real with you. The number of cash on deliveries that I've gotten, 0. I've never gotten a cash on delivery. Have you? So with cash on delivery, you're going to get an order request shown on the left here. And I'm seeing your responses right now. Have you taken cash on delivery? Ben loves cash on delivery. Let me know. So, like Sarge says, I'm not going to carry change. What? So cash on delivery is delineated with that tag. Obviously, it says cash on delivery. So we would say in this example, this is straight from DoorDash, $7, includes DoorDash pay, but no customer tip. All right, cool. And then beneath that, it says customer will pay for the order in cash. What? So you pick up at Pizza Perfect Perfection Pepperoni Pizza on the left there. You like those plosives? We pick up a pizza for $7. And then when you get to the customer's location, they're going to give you cash to not only pay for the offer, but your tip as well. Look at that right screenshot. The customer will pay you $12 in cash for this order. Keep the cash you collect from the customer, including all tips. We'll deduct $12 from your weekly balance. But then, as we just saw, you may have to provide change. What? So we recommend carrying $5 and $1 bills. Now, this is cash on delivery. I'm going to get into the new round trip deliveries here in a second, but these are similar. So I want to distinguish here. Cash on delivery, it's recommended you carry change. And I believe they said what was it? $15 in change. I think maybe even at one point they said $20 in change, but they want you to carry $5 and $1 bills for change. Now, it says you can decline this order without affecting your acceptance or completion rate. So I think that's fair. I mean, if you don't have it in Dasher preferences, go to your account, I believe it is, and then go and see if you have Dasher preferences. If not, then it would have just been based on your initial email if you opted into cash on delivery. But let's move on because we're not talking about cash on delivery. This is what we're talking about today. Routed deliveries. I'm not routed. There's too many features for me to keep track of here. Round trip. And here's how it works. Number one, if you're eligible to receive these offers, you'll get an email with a link to opt in. So again, you would receive this email on round trip deliveries to be eligible. Okay. Number two, accept and pick up. Look for offers that say round trip delivery. It'll have the offer tag on there and choose which offers you like to accept, just like any other offer, Mike. Super easy. The difference is you'll complete a round trip delivery after drop off by going back to the initial pickup location. What do you think of this? Let me know in the live chat. Or if you're watching on the replay, you can let me know down below in the comments. I want to have that discussion so we can see who's taking these because it's going to just start to roll out here. I mean, DoorDash, I would love to get this email so I can try it. That'd be pretty interesting. Now, let's take a look here. Here's a screenshot directly from DoorDash. So we have a lot to take in here. All right, here's our first look at round trip deliveries. What do you notice? Top down. Okay, obviously we have the routes. You have pick up, your drop off, and then you have a lighter line that shows the route back. That's the round trip. I'm going to go to a pickup, drop off, and come back to the pickup. Moving down, there's a high pay offer card here. What do you notice about that in the little blue thing there? It says high pay offer. It's not saying because of your gold status, your platinum status, or silver for Dasher rewards. It just says high paying offer. So that's like a la the priority access, the accept more, earn more program, when that, because it just had this, right? It said high paying offer because there was no Dasher rewards. Okay, cool. So maybe they're going to bring back a high paying offer card. Obviously, it doesn't mean that's, every single round trip is going to be a high paying. But okay, that'd be great. Next, $25 guaranteed on this offer example here. So I don't know how they're delineating this pay here, but $25 guaranteed on it says 5.6 mile run. Okay. So it also says plus additional pay after the return trip. So their own example, frankly, it's, they're going to probably provide the best example that they can. In reality, it's not going to look like $25 guaranteed plus additional pay after the return trip. That's a lot, but they're not all going to be like that. Guaranteed that. So, all right, going down further, business drop off by 10:01 p.m. Here's something else I noticed. Pay attention to this. Look at what they're saying here with the time. So it says business drop off by 10:01 p.m. Look at the time in the top left of the screenshot. It is 9:41 p.m. Obviously, we're going to assume here, right? So a drop that's going to take 20 minutes for $25 plus for 5.6 miles. Now, I think what really happened here is when you charge an iPhone, it always defaults to 9:41. So I think it's 9:41. You can help me on the live chat or the comments there. But I think that's what's happening there. Because to do all of this in 20 minutes, I mean, you could do it, but that's super quick. Go there, drop it off, come back, 5.6 miles in 20 minutes. Whatever. Okay, maybe that's just, the screenshot. Moving down here. So in this example, it says retail pickup. Here's what you're going to do. We're picking up one item from the store. 1-800 radiator. I better not have to carry a massive radiator or something. A part. You'll assume it's a part, right? Picking up a part for repair, and then I'm going to go to the business drop off. That's what it says next. There, I'm going to drop off the item, right? If I'm reading this correctly. And then I get a cash payment for said item. Again, if I'm reading this correctly. And then I drop off the payment back at the 1-800 radiator business. So you're a courier, as always, but you're like a legit middleman to the business. You're like, oh, here's your part. Here, give Sam his money for the part. Tell him I said thanks. And then oh yeah, Dan said thanks. Here's your money. So you're literally an intermediary for all this stuff. And my question is there no better way to do this? And let's check. Jody asks, you're returning the money? Let's check. You are returning the money. Look at this. Now, and again, this sounds funny. It sounds like, what? I had to read this morning, or it came out last night. Okay, so I'm picking up something, I'm delivering it somewhere, they're giving me money, and then I take the money as a payment back to the original location. Yep, that's what you're doing. So let's continue. Return payment to the pickup location. Once you drop off the order, so here's your part, Sam, whatever, and collect the payment, you'll be prompted to return the payment back to the pickup location. Once you're back at the pickup location, you'll verify the handoff with a photo and a signature. Like, oh yeah, here's your part, delivered at the drop-off destination, and here's their signature. Yeah, they got it. Delivery confirmation. And then your earnings will account for the full round trip journey of the order. So here's what they're saying here. Look at this. Return to the original store. Yep, with the cash payment. What do you think about this? I'm going to take your Q&A after this. If you're watching in the replay, comment down below right now. Is this confusing or no? I feel like it's like initially confusing, but then like it's pretty simple, right? I'm going to deliver it. I'm going to get a payment. I'm going to return the payment. But as someone said in the comments here, and again, I'm going to take your Q&A after this live, like with so many different online payment methods or like Zelle or Venmo or just like B2B credit card processing or whatever, like what are we doing here? But maybe there's a market for this. Return to the original store with the full payment to complete this order. So like, all right, well, here's like, oh, you know what? What's going to be the dollar amount? Is it going to be under $100? Because then you're carrying that cash back from the drop-off destination right here. So right here, you're going to be coming back with X amount of cash. So is it going to be like maximum of $100 or like $500? Like what am I, did DoorDash even think about that? Like, you know, how much cash am I going to be handling here? I mean, I'm like, all right. When you're at the original store, verify delivery with a photo and a signature. So they say when you're at the original store, verify delivery. Oh, okay. What I imagined was when you're back at the original store, okay, shown by the little bag icon, you're making the pickup, you're going to take the picture of the delivery and get the recipient's signature at the drop-off, and then you're going to show that back to that original location. All right. You'll get additional pay when you complete this round trip delivery. Okay, so what does that mean? You'll get additional pay when you complete this round trip. Because remember, I showed you this order example. This is directly from DoorDash. I'll leave this support article pinned in our description. So it said $25 guaranteed. Even if it takes 30 minutes, that's worth it. If it takes 45 minutes, it's worth it. Even an hour, you're making $25 an hour minimum. Obviously, still look at the mileage there, but then it says additional pay plus additional pay. And that's what they're saying here. You'll get additional pay when you complete this round of deliveries. That's pretty crazy. Okay, now there's a frequently asked questions here. I want to get into this frequently asked questions, but I kind of want to see what you're thinking here. And again, I'm going to do a Q&A, but let's see what some other dashers are saying here. Maybe to weed out dishonest drivers, dashers, if there's going to probably be a record from the recipient that says, how much cash did you give the dasher? And they're going to type it in on their side. And then the original location is going to say, how much does this item cost? Those two numbers are going to match. And then maybe you as a dasher are going to have to record as well. How much cash did you receive from the recipient? And then all those numbers have to match to make sure, yes, you're not, pocketing some money. Please don't ever, ever do that. Obviously, right? So it's not going to be $25 plus another $25. So what goes into the pricing? What goes into how much money after? Okay, let's go over the FAQs though, because I have questions, you have questions. What should I do? And this is directly from DoorDash's support page. If I have an issue collecting the cash payments, we're dealing with cash now. Man, can you imagine If you encounter an issue, if the customer refuses to pay or does not have the right amounts, or you encounter any other issues with collecting payments, do not collect payment from the customer. Okay, so they're going to say, here's your radiator part. And then, do you refuse delivery? So you're going to have to talk to support, but then you just return it back to the original location and get partial payment. Look, return the item back to the pickup location, yes. If the customer was short on cash, unavailable, or refused to pay. You'll be compensated for your time and your completion rating won't be affected. If the customer has questions, direct them to contact support. So I'm imagining, and yes, you may think this sounds like a huge headache, and thanks for being here. Can you imagine, all right, I have my part, whatever it's going to be. And then they're like, yeah, dude, why would they refuse the payment? They're the ones that probably are setting this thing up here. Or if they're like short on money, could you imagine like how awkward this is going to be? And then you got to return the item to the pickup, but you'll still get paid for your time, which kind of tells me like you're not going to get paid the full amount. That's typically what happens if you do a restaurant order and you get there and the restaurant's closed. Or sometimes if someone else took your order and you don't want to wait, you can contact support. In that case, it's not guaranteed, but at least if the restaurant is closed, you send them a picture of the hours or like a sign on the door if they had to close early or something, you'll still get some pay. But it's usually not as much as the full pay. Let's move on. What do you think about this, folks? Drop a like on this video if you're getting value. My name is Mike. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. DoorDash's new round trip offer type just announced. This is everything we know right now. Worth it? That's my big question for you. So that also says, what if you're still having issues? Reach out to support anytime through the Dasher app. And that is everything that they have right now on this direct support page. And let me show you their direct support page. So this support page was really just created right here. And again, I'll leave this linked for you in the description. This is all we know. This is different than cash on delivery. You can click on cash on delivery here if you want to learn more about that. So I showed you everything that they're showing us right now. You need an email to opt in. And actually, let me see how many of you have received this email, because I do have a live poll going on right now. So let's see. 62%, now 61%, almost 100 votes say no, I have not received this email. 21% say yes. And then 19% unsure. Check your emails right now. Let us know. I have not received this here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So the round trip, I just showed you the process. You go to the pickup, you get something. It sounds like it's going to be right here. This is very key, and we didn't really highlight this, so I'm going to highlight this for you right now. Look, I'm imagining this is going to be B2B or business to business, because it says here, within these offers, the business drop-offs provide you with a check in 2024. Sure, why not? You can still do check or cash. It's probably technically worse. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Well, it is worse to a degree, et cetera, right? So now 60% say, no, I have not received this. So you pick the thing up, you get cash, you drop off the item, you return the cash as payment for the pickup here. Oh, I missed one, didn't I? I did miss one. So let's go back to this. I thought I missed it in the presentation. Darn, I can't believe I missed that. You know what? I have it right here. I'm going to bring it up a little bit clearer for you. Wow, can't believe you forgot that, Mike, huh? So We also missed these slides. So let me show you right here. Do I have to accept check or cash offers? Round trip deliveries are fully optional. After you've opted in, you can still decline these offers at any time with no impact to your ratings. I think that kind of tells me they know, A, it's going to probably be pretty rare. And then B, they kind of know it's like not high risk, but Dashers, they're not going to be familiar with it because it's like brand new. So they want to eliminate any worry about your ratings. So it's fully optional to opt in or not. But if you do opt in, you can decline without any impact on your acceptance rate or your completion rate. How do I get paid? Once you complete the round trip, you'll be paid the same way, right, via your earnings. Okay. And there was one more graphic that I missed on the presentation. Let me show you that right now. So unlike cash on delivery, look at this. Do I need to carry cash? It's going to pull up in a second. Here we go. No. Customers are asked to have the exact total plus tip, ready to ensure a quick and easy drop-off experience. In case they don't have the exact amount, listen to this. DoorDash will handle the difference. That is a stark difference than cash on delivery. So they're saying no. You know what? This is a fantastic question. Answer this in the live chat or the comments right now. Since you don't have to carry change, would this mean you're more likely to take round trip deliveries? Because you don't need to carry change. This is per DoorDash. Customers are asked to have the exact total plus tip. So it looks like they can say, hey, the item's $200 and here's $20 for the driver. But then on the other end, I could tell you you're carrying more cash, right? So you don't have to have change, but you're carrying more cash because with cash on delivery, they're asking you to carry like $15-20 in change, whatever it was, at least some 5s and 1s. But here you're going to be in transit with like 200. But again, I try to give you a neutral stance here. So let me say this. If you take even $100 cash order, even $80, right? Who would know that you're a DoorDash dasher carrying cash for one leg of the route back? Trying to give you, look at this route. So like, pick up and drop. Who would even know that that car is a dasher that has some cash that's doing a route? Honestly. I mean, yeah, there could be shady actors that set you up, but it's not your cash, right? It's not your cash. The other business is giving you cash. I'm just trying to squash all the bugs right now of like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? Like, right? Like, no one's going to really know that you're on a round trip offer. Okay. But no, you don't need to carry any change. So there's that. And I think we didn't miss anything else. Yeah, that was it. Folks, this is the brand new round trip deliveries just announced about a day, 24, 48 hours ago, really fresh. It looks like B2B, business to business. It is going to be a pickup, some kind of product, a drop off that a recipient's going to pay for it, sign for it. You take a picture and then you return to the initial location and say, here's the money for it. And then you get paid a guaranteed amount. We don't know what is going to go into the pay. We don't know. Is it just retail? Because this shows retail pickup. Is it retail? I would assume so. In their support article, it said business drop-offs. So I assume this is going to be all B2B, but we'll see. We don't know, like I mentioned earlier in this video, what the highest dollar amount that they can transfer. Okay. Can you transfer under 100, or is it going to be like 500 and under, or you know what, right? Is it going to pay Dashers more? We don't know. This example is a high paying offer, which is wonderful. I would take this offer all day. If I get this here in Pittsburgh, I will take it and I will test it for you. $25 plus additional pay, 5.6 miles, quoted for 20 minutes. But again, we don't know if that's the Apple screenshot or what's going on there. But even if it took me 45 minutes, 25 plus is stellar. So at this point, let me know what you think. Drop a like in this video if you appreciate me bringing this to you first. DoorDash just announced round trip deliveries.